have to assume that they would be looking for it, but I'm not across the details.
No, okay. Look, that's in relation to your opening statement. Chair, could I just have one little question outside the opening statement?
You can, Senator McDonald, so long as it doesn't localise you in North Queensland.
Well, what a surprise, Chair.
In opposition to Western...
Yes.
Senator McDonald.
Can you just, either you or the Minister, give us an update on where the patrol boat contract is at?
We'll get the relevant person up, Senator.
I won't keep you long on this, Mr Chairman, and I'm sure as a West Australian you have no interest in this either.
I certainly may have no interest in the response, Senator McDonald. We'll see.
That's good.
I know we've got 2-2 here, Queensland versus Western Australia. I need some help from you, Joe. Oh, South Australia, we just forget about.
Actually, you're quite well distributed, if I may say, geographically.
Yes, that's true.
Except for my own state, so I'll just have to do that lobbying myself, shall I?
Okay.
Sorry, Kim.
Mr Gills.
In a non-partisan way, where's it at?
Senator Kim Gillis, Deputy Secretary, Capability Acquisition and Sustainment Group. I'd like to actually introduce Alan Nicol, who's the General Manager, Submarines, who is new to the... surface ships. He's very new to the portfolio, which has been recently recruited, and so I'll pass it over to him.
Well, welcome, and you're lucky, Mr Nichols, to have someone as mild and temperate as me asking you the first questions, but good luck for your future in estimates and in your other job too.
Thank you. Alan Nicol, General Manager of Ships in CASG. As Kim said, fairly recently arrived, so trying to get across quite a wide portfolio. Pacific Patrol Boats, one of a number of programs that we're running with at the moment that sits in competitive environments. So as you know, we're running a competition here. We've got CEPs and other areas that NEDAC we'll talk about later on in the piece. Where we are at the moment is we've been through a process. We've had a down select process to two bidders. 12th of November. We've talked about that in the past. I think we're looking here at getting to the stage where the tender process comes to a conclusion fairly soon, and we're looking at the middle of the year at being in a position to consider it in government terms.
So you hope to be in a position to make a recommendation to the government in the middle of the year?
We believe so, yes.
Okay. You say you had some discussions on the 12th of November. Did you say that?
Well, I think this is part of the tender process, so there has been some correspondence between bidders and the department.
I thought you said you'd had some meetings.
No.
Did I hear you wrongly?
No, it was correspondence.
Correspondence with 2 of the bidders?
No, with all of the bidders.
With all of the bidders. Okay. And I guess I really can't take it. Your team are not just sitting in Canberra assessing material on the papers. I assume your team is getting out to look at what the individual bidders are offering and what the communities that support those individual bidders are offering. Would that be right?
That's certainly the intention. And on a personal level, I'm trying to get out to see what's available on the ground and who's doing what on the ground. So I'm in the process of doing that right now.
Are you susceptible to lavish lunches or dinners or anything like that?
Never.
There's some wonderful restaurants in Cairns.
Sure. Bring the committee into disrepute.
Not when Senator Back's the chair. But so you personally hope to get around, but your team would have been doing that as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I probably can't take it much further than
Thanks,
that.
Senator McDonald. The South Australian contingent are requesting